So the last few days to kind of a week, I've been kind of feeling a bit unwell, coughing, snotty nose, all that kind of stuff. And this is normal, and don't get too fussed about it. I don't try cover up the symptoms with like painkillers and all these kind of medicines that everyone says you to do. I just let it run its natural kind of thing, because it's a natural kind of detox, and this is really important for good health. But then again, it's super important that you prioritize your health, super important, and it's important that you take rest days as well, because for me as an ambitious young entrepreneur, business kind of content creator, all that kind of stuff, I have the urge to do something every day, which is good, which everyone should be doing anyway, but it's super important to take those rest days, take those moments to relax and just go for a walk like this, or just do something that's not related to business or something like that, because not a lot of people know that like mental health, mental fatigue is a real thing, and people neglect their mental health and keeping their mind healthy, their brain healthy. So that's why I'm coming out here. I'm still a wee bit sick as well, not feeling 100%, just super tired, fatigued. And this is normal, and this has unfortunately impacted my productivity, my workload, my content creation, stuff like that, because I can't go out and film because I'm sick and people can see that on camera. I need to film some VSLs, stuff like that. So it's impacted and it sucks, but this is normal. Like getting sick is kind of a good thing, because it's your body just telling you to relax, rest, and get rid of all the shit in your body. So it's super important that you do it, but it sucks. It sucks, and this is why I want to tell you that health is so important. It doesn't matter where you are in your business, whether you're super duper rich, you're making 6, 7, 8 figures, or you're just making 4 or 5 figures. It doesn't really matter where you are. You need to prioritize your health, because you will burn out. People tell you, and all these online gurus, they tell you, oh, you've got to work like 10, 12 hours a day. Okay, you can, but maybe don't do that every single day, because you'll burn out. And fatigue is a real thing. Mental fatigue is a real thing. So that's why I'm all for 100% focus, 100% effort and time into one thing, but you've got to get out, you've got to get outside, you've got to go socialize to keep that kind of balance. But then again, balance is a wee bit thrown around everywhere. Everyone says oh, you got to balance your stuff, and the average person tries to balance everything. No, if you put 100% effort into something and then you work maybe 3, 4, 5 hours on that a day, and then you go outside, play sport, go to the gym, whatever you do, socialize, go for dinner. That is the right type of balance. It's not work 1 hour a day, do fitness for 1 hour a day, this for 1 hour. That's not a good amount of balance. The right amount of balance is working on your business, your project, whatever, for at least 3, 4 hours a day. Really focus, at least 60, 75% of your time is focused on that. And then the other 25% or 30%, you're focused on other things. So that's what I'd say. But for me personally, I've been focusing maybe a bit too much, even 80, 90% of my day, and not really socializing. So that's why I'm trying to make more of an effort when I get back from my sickness, to socialize more and get out there, because it's super important for your health, your mental health. And people, neglect their health. They neglect their mental kind of health, their brain health, and then this is why they burn out, and then they complain, oh, I'm not feeling healthy, I'm not feeling energized today. And it's simply because of brain fog and mental fatigue. So my message today is just really prioritize your health, get outside, and don't burn out, because in the long run, it's not going to help. All right. It's not sustainable burning out. You want to turn up every single day, but, have that right amount of brain health and points so you can get the work done. All right. So a bit unfortunate for me, but as I said, sickness for me, in my eyes, is a good thing. And that's what I've learned, because you're just getting rid of shit in your body. It's your body telling you, just Harvey, rest, get the shit out of you, and then you can, get back to your work. So I'm not grateful for it, but I'm just okay, my body's just telling me to rest, so I'm going to respect it. I'm not going to push through it. and then I'll start, you know, getting back into the work and productivity. But yeah, just prioritize your health, and that comes with, you know, getting outside, working with nature, eating the good foods. Sometimes I slack with the foods and stuff like that, and I notice it in my brain health and my physical health as well. So it's super important that I prioritize that, and you know, diet and getting outside, more exercise, you know, it's super important, so important. And take some rest days. Take one rest day, and you can still do your work, but maybe you just limit it to like 1 or 2 hours a day. You just kind of do the smaller tasks rather than the big tasks, and then you're going to make so much more progress, and it's going to be enjoyable. It's going to be really fun, your work, because you are, you know, making it fun by not overloading yourself. Yeah, a couple days a week, maybe you work those 10, 12 hours a day. But apart from that, I wouldn't do that every single day because you'll burn out and get fatigued. But anyway, I'm just going for a walk right now. This lake, a bit cloudy, a bit cold, but good to get out. And hopefully I start feeling better in the next few days so I can get back to my work, create some YouTube videos, all that kind of stuff.